Buongiorno, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to indulge ourselves a little bit and dive into the world of gourmand. I know this is the category that most of you love and is very popular, especially now. It has always been popular, but now especially everything is gourmand and people can get enough. I got a lot of requests and honestly I never felt like doing it because at the beginning I was never a gourmand lover. Like sweet fragrances were not for me at all. Now I am warming up to this scent profile and I have already some gourmands in my fragrance collection, especially vanillas. And I wanted to discover more. So I found on Jovoy, I don't know how to pronounce it. Not sponsored, by the way. Oh, I wish, but it's not. This is my favorite store to go to, online store to go to buy samples. And sometimes they offer a discovery set of different themes. This time they have a gourmand set. So we have 15 fragrances of the most delicious gourmands according to Jovoy. Some I know and I have already tested, and some are totally new to me. Never heard about them. Others are very hyped and a lot of people rave about. And there are also some that I never heard about, so I cannot wait to test. So let's smell delicious together. And I will just show you the box first. So I have here all the cards of all the fragrances. This is how they do it usually. Now let's start with the first one here. This is Mola Rouge Extreme. And I've tested Mola and I had mixed feeling about it, but I ended up not loving it at the end. There was something about it that just bothered me. I can't even say what it is. So I can't say that I have very big hopes for this one. Okay, I can already see that it has some of the characteristics of Mola. So it is strawberry, fruity, but it's definitely different. I can't smell caramel. So actually the notes are here and there is caramel, but I don't get it as much as in the original one. So I can just read you the notes because it's on the card. You have strawberry, cherry, raspberry, in the mid caramel, rose bay, willow. Thank you for my subscriber who told me what it is in a previous video. Ginger, and in the base we have agarwood, vanilla, sandalwood, and patchouli. Yeah, and now I am getting it, the caramel. And I get the same thing that bothered me about the original one. I don't know, something in the base, I would guess. I don't know. I know that people seem to be obsessed with this fragrance. But again, I'm not wowed about it. It's very expensive for what it is. And with all the fruity, cherry, strawberry fragrances that is on the market, I don't know, I don't get it, to be honest. I know that a lot of you will disagree with me. It's okay. Tell me in the comments down below what you think about this fragrance. And you love the original Mola. Now let's get to the next one. Ah yeah, this one I know. Latte Chocolat. I have actually all the fragrances from this brand. It is very affordable niche house that offers also a lot of gourmand scents. I didn't test all of them, to be honest, but I've tested a few, and one of them is this one. I know I never talked about it, and it's for a reason, because since I am kind of new to gourmand, I was trying to be sure that it is a fragrance that I really love and want to add to my collection. So this is, in a nutshell, chocolate and milk. Oh, this is so beautiful. It's just comforting, like the perfect winter scent to wear for bed. Imagine wearing this one to bed and just drifting off to sleep with this chocolate milk scent around you. Oh, it's beautiful. This is just heavenly for me. It is a strict gourmand. Like, I can smell chocolate milk, and it's not chocolate milk like the Italian or European, I think you call it in the US. This is cacao with some hot milk and vanilla. Oh, so beautiful. And maybe I like it because it reminds me of my childhood. This smells exactly like the chocolate milks that my mother used to do me. Like, to the tea. I love it. Would highly recommend it if you like the scent profile. Let's see the next one. The next one I am not going to test because I already know how this fragrance smells, because it's one of my absolute favorite fragrances. This is La danza delle libellule from Nobile 1942. If you love an apple note, this is one of my favorite fragrances with a predominant apple note in it. It has apple and cinnamon and vanilla, and it is a gourmand, but a perfumey gourmand. So it's not like the previous one where it is a strict gourmand. This is more perfumey and is absolutely beautiful. If you want my personal opinion, I would recommend the extrait version over the original one, because it's much more long lasting and has a little bit less of the cedar wood that is in the original one. So it's more, if you will, sweeter gourmandy to the original one. So that was La danza delle libellule. Let's see the next one. Oh yes, of course. This is another fragrance that I own from the House of Oud. This is Almond Harmony. Let me show you actually. So here for reference is La danza delle libellule. The extrait version doesn't contain these beautiful bottles, by the way. This is the only thing that I don't like about it. This is Almond Harmony. As you may have guessed, it's an almond fragrance. It has an almond, tonka, some vanilla, some floral touches, and also some musk. This is what I smell in this fragrance. Powdery and very soft. Absolutely love the scent, but hate the longevity and sillage. This is just extremely weak. On me, it's even weaker than Changing Constants from Penhaligon's, and it's just not worth the price tag. This is the only issue that I have. Please tell me in the comments down below if you have a similar experience with this fragrance, because I just can't believe that they would create such a weak fragrance with this price tag, honestly. And even the notes doesn't justify the longevity. So I can expect this kind of longevity and sillage of a citrusy fragrance, but with these notes and this performance, not acceptable in my book. Next, we have a fragrance that I've never heard about, and I don't even know this brand. Seems to be Spanish, because the brand is called Plume, meaning feather, and the fragrance is called Cup of Heart. Very interesting. This is quite fruity. I can already smell the fruity touch. Very fruity. Yeah, and I can see from the card that there is some raspberry, but it smells like pineapple. Oh my god, this is pineapple. A pineapple fragrance, strict pineapple. I'm not getting a lot of raspberry for now. Some hint of musk and maybe something floral, maybe rose or something, but that's it. Now I'm getting a little bit of a berry touch. This kind of scent profile is not my favorite. I'm not such a big fan of pineapple, generally speaking, in fragrances, and I don't like so much fruity scents, like strict fruity scents. And this is a strict fruity scent. Yeah, the berry is coming through, and also the musk. But to be honest, I've tested quite a lot now of pineapple fragrances, and they are extremely synthetic and off-putting to me. For the exception of the one from Memo, what was it called? Tamarindo, I think. And this is just nice. Not for me personally, but I think it's a fragrance that I would recommend. As a first impression, I'm not going to recommend it, but it seems like a fragrance that I would recommend. Yeah, still have to test it and see. Yeah, nice scent. But honestly, it smells a little bit designer. I don't know. Let's see the next one. Next fragrance is from Fraa. Never tested any fragrance from this brand, and it is 1270. I heard a lot about this brand, but I've never tested anything. So let's see. Now, first sniff, this is kind of a gourmand that is appealing to me. So it's a little bit perfumey. It's not edible. I don't know what I'm smelling, honestly. I may be smelling some cacao, like a hint, and a floral green touch. I don't get actually that this is a gourmand. So let's see the notes. We have candied orange, nuts, grape, plum, cocoa, tonka bean, coffee. Okay, the only thing that I get from all of these notes is the cocoa. Vine flowers. You see, the flowers are not your typical ones. Everlasting flowers, linden, pepper and spices, and in the base, precious wood, guaiac wood, white honey, and vanilla. Oh my god, a lot of notes. And it is a complex fragrance. I can see it. I'm starting to get a little bit of the coffee. But overall, I don't know. I don't feel like this is a gourmand scent. Although I get a little bit of the cacao, but I wouldn't classify it as a gourmand. To me, it smells more like a woody scent than anything else. I don't know how I feel about this one. It's not bad, but it's not a scent profile that a lot of people would love, and it's also not for me. But I have to say, it seems one of these fragrances that is very complex, that will develop quite differently on skin and also in the dry down. So let's see the next one. Of course, I'm going to do a ranking at the end. Next, we have from Profumum Roma Sorriso. And this is again a fragrance that I have tested in one of my testing hyped up niche fragrances. And I did recommend. This is a decadent gourmand with chocolate, and it is beautiful. I still love it. It is very deep and dark and sweet. It's almost edible. Just very, very decadent chocolate fragrance. It's not a fragrance that I personally would add to my fragrance collection, like in my wish list, but I wouldn't mind to have it. But I would definitely love it if I got this fragrance as a gift, and I would wear it. Although it is sweet and, as I said, decadent, but there is something complex and deep about it, which gives it a little bit of dimensions that are a little bit lacking in gourmand scents, in my personal opinion. So if you love chocolate, I highly, highly recommend this fragrance. Next one, we have Atali Mat Cacao Porcelana. I have actually a discovery set. Actually, I have all the fragrances from Atali Mat. I have a lot of discovery sets, guys, that is lying around now for almost a year, and I didn't open it because I don't have the time. I need to stop buying more discovery sets and just go for the ones that I have. So I can imagine from this one that it is a cacao scent again. And I heard a lot about this fragrance. Okay, this is not what I expected. So it is a cacao scent, but it is perfumey again. Quite boozy, a boozy cacao. This is what I'm getting for now. And maybe a hint of something earthy, maybe patchouli in the base. This is not standing out, at least for me. Like, it is different, but if I have to choose between this one and Sorriso from Profumum Roma, I would go for Sorriso. But if you want a boozy cacao, maybe this is for you. Let's see the notes. We have white cacao, rum, everlasting flower again. We have in the mid jasmine, light tobacco. Yeah. Now that I am reading it, I am getting it. Davana, not getting it. In the base, we have patchouli. You see, this one I got right. Sandalwood and tonka bean. Cacao, rum, patchouli, and a hint of tobacco. And the cacao is really now fading away. It's giving more space for the rum, for a little bit of the tobacco. It's a very interesting fragrance, I have to say. Very, very interesting. But I don't know if this deserves the hype. And it's definitely not a safe blind buy, even if you love cacao. But if you want a boozy chocolate, maybe check it. But don't blind buy it. Let's see the next one. Again, a brand that I've never tested. This is Bois 1920. I believe this is an Italian brand. Tell me in the comments down below. And yeah, it's an Italian brand, of course, because the name is Italian. Insieme, which means together. Nice name. Okay, I'm not getting a lot of gourmand here. Fresh, masculine, floral. Is there lavender here? Something like that. I don't get, honestly, the gourmand touch at all. It's borderline masculine, but there is something sweet. Maybe something... I can't say that it's caramel, but it's also not just vanilla, you know. If I have to classify it as a gourmand, I would go, this is a citrusy gourmand, but because until now I am getting citruses, I am getting ginger, it's zingy, with something sweet woody base, unisex leaning masculine. And there is a floral touch, I would say lavender, but I am not sure because it's not very predominant to get it. So let's see. Oh, this is very shocking because it's not exactly what I'm getting. So it has mandarin and ginger, but also raspberry and strawberry. Why am I not getting any of it? In the mid, we have marine notes. Yes, again, reading the notes, I get it. Jasmine, you have in the base musk, amber, and vanilla, but I am also getting some woodiness. Honestly, I doubt these notes. And since I am a customer of Jovoy for years, I know that the cards don't always have the notes that are on Fragrantica. I believe they get the notes from the brand. This has nothing to do with Gourmand, in my opinion. I don't know what this fragrance is doing with the rest. And unless you count ginger as a gourmand, it's very, very heavy on the ginger and the marine notes are coming very through. And I will also say it smells a little bit like driftwood. Even the sweetness is totally gone now from this fragrance, so I can't, I just don't get it. This is not a gourmand scent. Anyway, and regardless, I am not a fan. It's very generic, nothing special, to be honest. Let's see the next one. This is Imperial Peacock, and I can't read the name of the fragrance brand, so let's see it from the blotter. Alexander J. I've never tested anything from this brand. Okay, now we are talking. This is a gourmand scent. Can get the sweetness already wafting. It is a sugary floral mixed with some powderiness, but I feel like I've smelled something similar to this fragrance. Not exactly, but in the same vibe. And completely honest, if I've smelled this fragrance and I didn't know the brand, I didn't know anything about it, I would say this is designer fragrance. There is something deep and dark in the background. I almost want to say there is some tobacco here, tobacco leaf. I don't know. I am not liking this one, honestly. It's not bad, but it's just not special. It doesn't cut it. And I feel that it's one of these fragrances that have potential, but there's something missing. Now let's get to the next one. Oh, this is so hyped. This is from Soradora. This brand is extremely hyped recently. And it is Janie. And I believe also the one that is a very hyped Yelp, I think it's called. Let's see this one. Usually when I see that fragrances are overhyped, it just puts me off. And they shouldn't be, because it turned out that sometimes they are worth the hype. Not always, but sometimes. Let's see this one. Yeah. I'm biased. Let me begin with that, because I can smell apple and I love apple in the fragrances. It's apple. I almost want to say buckwheat, some vanilla, some powdery notes, maybe heliotrope or something like that, or iris. I wouldn't say iris, maybe heliotrope. This is a nice gourmand. Let me see the notes. We have apple, peach, and apricot. Oh, the trifecta. Then we have puff pastry. Yes, this is maybe what I'm getting. As I said, it's like buckwheat, plum, osmanthus, hazelnut. Yes, a little bit of a nuttiness is there. Caramel, musk, vanilla, and almond. I'm not getting the almond. This smells very good. Very, very good. This has a lot of potential. I think I love the scent. It's not 100%, so this could be a nice discovery. I like this one. And it smells delicious, but it is a fragrance that I personally would wear because it's not overly sweet, and I definitely love this puff pastry note. Very nice alongside the apple. It doesn't smell like apple pie, to be just clear about that. It almost smells like a croissant with an apple filling or an apple marmalade, something. I like this one. Let's see the next one. This is Lovers in Pink from a brand, again, that I actually don't know and never heard about. Sherigan. I don't know this brand. Never heard about it. And of course, I'm butchering the name, I'm sure. I am expecting something pink, so floral mixed with raspberry, some berries, and it is what I expected. It's a fruity rose fragrance with some musky base. A fragrance that we have smelled many times, but it's not raspberry and it's not cherry or something like that. It has more of a bite to it. Let's see. Oh, blackcurrant, yes. Blackcurrant and ginger. The gingers that didn't make me recognize the blackcurrant. Lemon, and in the mid we have peony, jasmine, and rose, and in the base we have musk, cedarwood, and resin. Very, very generic. Very generic, fruity rose scent. I've smelled so many similar fragrances, so it just doesn't stand out. This one for me is a flop. Next we have this fragrance is very hyped, and it's strange that they put this in this discovery set, because if I remember correctly, it is a musky scent, and it is, what's it called? Muskous? Oh my god, I don't know. You can read the name here. I am butchering it. It's from Rania J. Yeah, this has no place here in gourmand scents. It's musky. And I would say there is blackcurrant. When it comes to musky fragrances are a category that you have to test on your skin. So I will just tell you what I'm smelling, but it could be totally different. This is just a clean, almost detergent-like musk. Which I don't like. With a hint of maybe cassis, blackcurrant. Not as the biggest fan. So we have blackcurrant and sandalwood. Sandalwood in the top, not in the base. In the mid we have iris and vanilla, and in the base we have white musk. I don't know. I'm not liking this one as a first impression, but as I said, musky fragrances are a category that you should test on skin. So let's see the next one. This is from ANOU Mat. I have the discovery set also of this brand. Never tested anything except of vanilla, what is it called? Vanilla leather, was it? I don't remember something. It's their latest release, and I love that one. This is a fresh, girly, fruity scent. There's almost a candy aspect to this fragrance, but it doesn't smell like strict candy. The sweetness is candy-like, and there is a very pleasant white floral aspect, a creamy white floral. So I guess there is ylang-ylang mixed with some white floral. Very pleasant. Yeah, the juice is very representative. Let's see the notes. We have in the top bergamot and ylang-ylang. In the mid we have Hydian, Frangipani, Absolute, and Elemi. In the base we have benzoin tears, cislabdanum, vanilla, amber, and musks. But there is a candy-like smell in this fragrance. It's not explained by the notes. It's very girly, not really fitting into this set. So again, I'm not sure why it's called gourmand, except of this candy-like note. I don't know, I'm not getting a lot of something edible or gourmand. And these were all the fragrances. Now let's get to the ranking. By the way, I just noticed that you have a 10% off with this box on any of the fragrances from this collection. Nice. This was quite easy to rank, actually. My least favorite is Rania J. Muscus. I don't know how it's called. It's more pleasant now in the dry down, but don't get the hype behind it. Then I would go with Insieme from Bois 1920. Again, very generic. It's not even gourmand. Both of these fragrances are not gourmand. And then I would go with Imperial Peacock. It's just very designer-esque, and now it even doesn't have what made it a little bit special in the opening. It's to me not recommended, and I don't see the quality in it to be a niche fragrance, you know. Next I would go with Pop Heart from Plume Impression. Again, because it's a scent profile that is kind of generic. The pineapple note is a good one, as I said, but I don't like the musk. The musk is a little bit cheap. Next, I would go with a fragrance that I own, Almond Harmony. If it was for the scent profile, it would be very high, but as I said, I know the fragrance, so For the price tag and the performance, no, it's going to be here. Next, I have Mola Rouge Extreme. There is this synthetic something that I just don't like about this fragrance. Then I would go with Frappant. I'm still very intrigued with this fragrance and I want to test it on skin. But for now, from what I'm getting, I am going to put it in this position. Then I will go with Cacao Porcellana. A very nice, boozy cacao, but it's not giving me something special. So this is why I'm putting it on this in this position. Then Lovers in Pink from Sherry Gun. I put it higher because it's getting better, but still I'm not getting enough. Now the top 5 for me are, I would say, winners. Some I know and some are first impression. So on number 5, ANOU Nomad, just because it doesn't smell like niche. So nice scent profile, nice and girly, but it's not niche. I don't smell the quality. I don't smell something extremely unique. So I'm putting it on number 5, but a good fragrance. I will go next with Latte Chocolat. Maybe I am biased because this fragrance just transports me to my childhood and I just feel like a hug when I smell this fragrance. So a very simple chocolate milk. Next, I will go with La Danza delle Libellule. And this is just a love for me. As you all know, I love La Danza delle Libellule. It's one of my absolute favorite fragrances, so it's not a surprise. I am ranking it a little bit lower here because I've talked about it so many times and I'm so familiar with this fragrance. So I'm putting it on number 3, but definitely it's higher than that. Number 2, I will go with Sorriso. I just love this creation, but I have to say, although it's very decadent and dense, it is still a soft fragrance. So it doesn't project a lot. So this can be off-putting for a lot of you. My winner is Janie from Soradora. This is so nice. This puff pastry mixed with the apple is just so beautifully done here. I really like the scent. Not sure that it is worth the price tag. I mean, as you see, it just brings a smile to my face, so I guess it's worth it. For something to give me this happiness is definitely worth it. Anyway, I am definitely going to test them and I am going to do a proper video on gourmands where I tell you my personal favorite and also the ones that I would definitely recommend from this category. It's going to be a long one, so be prepared because I'm working now on this one for quite a while. So yeah, stay tuned for an ultimate gourmand guide. Please tell me in the comments down below, what is your favorite gourmand? Did you try any of these fragrances? What is your opinion about them? And if you have tried Janie or Janie, however it is called, because I don't know in which language should I pronounce it. Do you like it? What do you think about it? Because this is just very tempting for me to put already on my wish list. Anyway, I hope you liked this video and you found it helpful. If you did, please give it a thumb up and consider subscribing to my channel. I will leave a link down below all the videos that I've mentioned, as well as a playlist of all testing hyped up niche fragrances. So if you want to know my opinion on very hyped popular fragrances, you can check the description down below. Thanks a lot for watching and see you next time. Ciao.